All right, boys. Three, two. Fuck. Hold up. Three, two, one. Wagwan listeners, viewers, people of the world. You are listening to Full Cast, the Immigrant Fools podcast. If you were listening to,
This is entertainment. This is real entertainment, man.
Wagwan listeners, viewers, people of the world, you're listening to Full Cast, the Immigrant Fools podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, we'd like to remind you the audio version of every podcast is available on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you tune into podcasts. Also, a quick reminder, we have a secondary channel, Immigrant Fools. We'll be posting all sorts of crazy-ass after hours, extra content on that. It's kind of like the premium, but you don't have to pay for it. So you just get to see the other side of us. It's just crackheads, all right? But tune into that, Immigrant Fools. Additionally, I have my own account, Eli Esh. I'll also link this in the description below. I post DoorDash content. If y'all are looking to get into the gig economy, I've got videos on the way with that. I've already had one drop this week. So check my shit out too. We have, if you'd like to support this podcast, the link is in the description of the YouTube video and as well in the Spotify description. So if you want to support Immigrant Fools, we have the support link there as well. All right. Today's topic, simulation. Boys, are we living in a simulation?
In all honesty, I think I'm iffy about it, dude. I'm iffy about it. Because if you can tell, like, history kind of repeats itself over and over again with the easy mistakes that can be easily solved. For example, let's say I can't come up with an example right now, but y'all understand what I'm talking about, right? Like how history repeats itself.
So
For sure.
you're getting at what history.
Is
All right, give a quick example though. Like war. You saying war stuff and like politics?
I mean, yeah, of course, that's the easiest part. The politics and the war, especially, like,
If you think about it too, it's like every conquerors and shit, like Mongolians, Russia, bro, they're fucking not Russia, fucking Rome and shit. Their
Yeah.
empire is so fucking big, but what happens when every fucking empire expands so fucking big, you know? They fucking die off.
They all collapse,
Yeah, so it's like it repeats itself constantly because people want more. People are greedy.
bro. Yeah, I was gonna say, what, why does that happen? Why does that come about? Why do they all collapse?
It's
Does
hard.
it come down to greed, human greed?
Yeah, because it's like people want like so much territory, and then like once they get too much, they can't handle it, and then people fucking like untrustworthy as fuck. They fake as shit,
Yeah.
and then like, yeah, because it's like, how do you control that like a massive amount of land? It's,
also at the same time,
So
some
that's
folks, like the Mongols, like the leader of the Mongols, what was his name? Shere Khan, right? Or is that just like
no,
what he's
sure. Fuck, goddamn, I forgot.
Genghis Khan.
I'll look it up right now. I'll look it up.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Yeah, whoever the hell he was. I mean, at the end of it all, like, he lost passion for it. He saw that he's already achieved just enough, and he just lost passion for it. His subjects were like, why are we stopping now? Let's keep on running. Let's keep on going with this. He just lost passion for it. I think it was because he was getting too old, or he saw like there was no purpose for it. He's already done the most of what he could do.
So basically, you're saying he came to the end of his purpose, what he thought was his purpose in life, and then he achieved so much that he was just like, it's whatever.
It was
done.
a ego, bro.
Basically, yeah,
His
bro.
sons fucked everything up though.
And this is your reason for not believing in a simulation?
Who said I ain't
I
said
think
I
I'm
don't believe in no
lost.
simulation? No, bro, I do believe in a simulation. Because this is
He's
just
saying
itself.
if he's saying that history repeats itself is his reasoning behind the simulation being a legitimate thing.
Germany
Think so.
tried it. Japan tried it again during World War II. Who else tried it? The British colony tried it, bro. They failed at it, bro. It was it's tough, man. It's tough.
Yeah, because bro, I think once I realized with the history shit too, though, fucking Adventure Time. I forgot what episode I realized that history really just repeats itself. And if you really think about it, like with simulation, it's like, why? Like, at what point are we just gonna break out of this cycle? You know, because it's like if we
Yeah.
really are in a simulation, it's so like, are we just rerunning the same simulation over and over and over?
Yeah,
Like, it
bro.
makes no fucking sense.
We're like rats.
Great point.
We're like hamsters, bro.
Yeah. Bro, this is, I don't know. This is mad. Because if you really think about it, it's kind of like, what the fuck are we? Like, is anything even really real? You know? It's like, it
Where do
makes
you
no
think the simulation's coming from then? If you
Yeah,
believe
who's
that we're
controlling?
in a simulation.
Who's controlling the
I don't know,
sim?
some other fucking four-dimensional being that's fucking
Okay,
plugging us in
so it's
into
not us.
game cartridge.
It's
No.
not us. It's some
Okay.
hyper advanced civilization, correct?
Yeah, because if it was us, wouldn't we know? Unless
No,
unless
but like
we're
if it, I'm asking if it's a four-dimensional us, right? Does that make sense? From the
Oh,
next
Yup,
level
yup,
up, and then
yup.
we program ourselves again into the computer,
to
yeah.
forget, but would we?
or would it be something completely different?
But I think at that point, what I just said, a hyper advanced civilization being, that could be us in 4D, or that could be what you just said. That could still be us,
Mhm.
but we don't even know it. Like,
But
think
why
about it.
wouldn't
That's
we know it?
odd.
You know what I mean?
Why would we know
Like
it?
who in the right mind? It's like okay, it's like when you're playing like GTA, right? You know you are. Oh, but you know you're doing it, but the fucking character inside doesn't really know too. Fuck, bro. This shit.
But in that, that's all programmed. It's all
Yeah, it's all
programmed.
programmed. But
It's
then how do
computer.
you? What's the difference between that and our lives?
I think there's a large difference between this and a computer life in our eyes versus computer programming, bro.
And
I
what's
think-
Think about it like if we're in a dream, we're not fully self-aware that we are in a dream unless we wake up and then we run back to it. But then if we try to be self-aware, we just fall back into the freaking dream. We're not aware that yo, this is a dream. We think it's part of our reality. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be able to know if this is a simulation because we might think this is also a dream, bro. We're probably in a dream space right now. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, think about that. Like, is the
Mm.
dream a sim, or is the sim a dream?
bro? It's Inception shit,
Dreaming
bro.
is weird too.
Dreaming
Mm.
is really weird. It feels so real. It feels really real, and it's like I don't know. Because what if that's just another simulation inside another simulation?
I know,
So
right?
how would you simulate that in the first place? Do you think we'll ever get to that?
I
Do you
mean,
think we'll ever get to that level of technology where we can do that? Because that's crazy.
like what do you consider? Like, couldn't a game technically just be simulation too? If you really think about it, like they don't know what the fuck is happening, but we do.
Sims, for example, you're right. Sims.
Yeah. Life is just a simulation in a simulation. I think that's really
Yeah,
odd.
because it's like oh, because like I guess because it's kind of like the argument of oh, but we have free will, you know. But it's like, do
Yeah.
we really?
Hey, let's talk about free will. Let's talk about free will for a bit. Let's do a free will segment right now. Do
If
we
you're
really have
stuck
our
in a
own
nine
will?
to if you're
What?
stuck in a 9 to 5 job trying to survive off the measly pennies that you get paid off from that job and your boss treats you like crap and like yo you're stuck in a system where dog depending on your social status you can't do as much as you wish you could, then yeah bro, we really do not have free
But
will
how did you end up there?
because you willfully
So
willingly
then
wanted.
was that your choice? Was it free will?
For some people bro, they don't have a choice. They have to go for that small amount of a bag just so they can
That free
survive
will?
life off
Or
it.
I
is
think
that
you're
just
talking about something
laziness?
different though. You're talking about like societal, like you actually have to and everything, but we're more talking about free will as in like having a choice. Are we?
That is having a choice, man.
No, but you're talking about that because oh, we're in like a poor situation, you know. Like I can't afford this, so I need to afford this, so I have to go to work. We're talking
All
more
right,
of like
all right, all right. Okay. How about this? Take Tarzan for example. Let's use him as an example for free will. Try to run off from that.
Okay, what about it?
Tarzan, the man has the free will to either choose to fuck. I don't know. I lost my point. Fuck it, bro. Forget about it.
Tarzan loses train of thought. But nah, I think we do. I think we get free will, but it's a fine line between free will and predetermined things. You know what I'm saying?
but it's a cause it's a meta ass conversation, right?
So meta.
Because you gotta think about like am I choosing like if I choose to drink this fucking
Bro, it has to be. Every time I deeply think about it, it has to be free will. There's no way all of life is
but
like
then
that.
you
But
could
I think you can create a world where like you make it for yourself, okay? I think if you have the mindset where it's like it's already determined for me, I think you'll be less likely to succeed in life. Succeed, damn, I can't speak. But I think if you have the mindset where it's like you can craft your world around you. Anybody can craft the world around them based on how they think and how they act. Then I think for me it always comes down to free will. Like I always believe so strongly in free will. It's my choice. Whatever I want to create.
well but that is true too though. if you, because I don't believe in.
Are you on the
I'm
free
really
will
open to-
or the predetermined?
No, but if you
Oh.
think about it, what if? Because what you said as like you can craft your own fucking like destiny, right? So
Yeah.
what if we are our own fucking programmers, and you're just basically programming everything around you too, bro?
I don't like this, bro. Tato would tap out. This is when Tato would tap out, 100%. 100%.
Because if you think about it, you know, how do you think people are able to create their own fucking destiny? You know?
It's all here. Ain't no four-dimensional being.
Yeah. So if it's all here, because you
Ain't
think
no
about it,
way.
you've heard so many comparisons about how the fucking human brain is just a complex fucking computer, right?
It is. We don't even
Yeah.
understand our own brains, bro.
So what if in
Fuck.
another fucking dimension, us just thinking about this shit is making it real life, and we're just, it's, I guess, in some ways, in another like language or whatever, interpreting it as programming, and then it's just creating this shit all around us.
And would you say
I'm
that
lost.
original
Bro,
spot where we're
Nick
programming our
and
brain?
Pepe were lost, bro.
No. I understand where he's going with this. I understand where he's going with this. So my question is, would you say that original spot where we're sending our programming, like biometrics and data, to force our brain to commit to these certain actions, would you say that's where the place of the dead reside, or no? That's
The
my
dead?
question.
Oh, the past souls. You think they live there?
What if?
Yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. If they did, that would be incredible. But I don't think they do. I don't think
A
they do.
data dump, bro. What if the
Have
dead
you-
is just a data dump?
But have you heard of like the
shit.
collective knowledge base? Like we are.
Yes.
We
Yes.
are one because every person's experience and every person's
Yes.
life and every person's soul goes into the collective when we pass, and then
Yeah.
we can advance.
Like the egg, is that what that's
like
called?
yeah, dude. Let's talk.
Oh,
about
that fucking YouTube video. But no,
Yeah.
because there is some significance to that. Because we remember in human geology with Oslin, human geology or human geography, right? Yeah, because he was talking about how there was a certain point in time where all humans, no matter where you were located at, we just all thought to fucking I mean, probably not everyone, but majority of all human civilization all thought to just farm.
Yeah, that's all they knew how to do was.
And they weren't connected. Like physically, they weren't connected. So that's just kind of wild that everyone kind of was just doing that.
You're saying
Did they all
before
farm though?
the agricultural revolution that
Yeah, because-
everyone was on the same like mind like wavelength?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it's like,
But like they didn't all farm at the same time. Like the
How-
native Americans.
They
didn't
farm
farm
differently too. Or they
no, but I'm
hunted
saying
and
like
gathered.
majority of like the bigger civilizations, they all became farmers, which
because
is
they were
what,
connected by the Silk Road, right?
no, I'm talking about all
They're
over
all
the fucking
trading with each
world,
other.
bro.
Before
was
they were
talking
even
about-
connected.
Yeah, I was talking about there's a name for this era. It's the era before the agricultural revolution, right? It starts with
Yeah.
it's like Neolithic.
Yeah, because people
The
were like
Neolithic
before
era.
that, people were just like nomads living like wherever they could go to.
Bro, the nomads, the I know what you're saying, bro. You're saying before the agricultural revolution, when everybody was a nomad and the Neolithic era, they only knew how to farm, or they didn't know how to farm. They only knew how to hunt and gather. And
Yeah,
until,
hunter and gatherers, yes.
until people learned how to make their own food.
Yeah, until they learn how to farm animals and
But
farm
What does
plants.
that have to do? What does that have to do with collective consciousness, and how does that make us?
Because as a collective of the human fucking race, we somehow, without being connected, physically connected or contacting each other, we somehow all did this shit.
Yeah, at the same time or similar time, similar.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, that's fucking wild that we did that. Because like it ties into simulation theory, because it's like, what if somebody if we were in a simulation, the fucking programmer just like, hey, they need to fucking like build civilizations, right? And they were testing that shit out, and they're like, oh, now we can fucking farm and shit.
Now you are proposing the fact that the simulation creator is saying dropped us in and they dropped the level up ability to go.
Yes, yes, on all humans.
We're
Oh,
fucking
God.
Sims, bro.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck. I don't.
Oh, okay.
Game,
I'm
dude.
stuck on this, bro. We did not all farm at the same time.
Yeah,
We
I
did
think
not
that's-
all
I don't think we
attain
did.
this ability at the same time.
But
No,
it all
no, no. I'm
started
not
from
saying
one
everyone.
guy.
But what I just remembered from geography or whatever. Oslin was basically saying,
But it was a similar time period.
yeah, it was a similar time period where people for some reason were collective and they just kind of started farming. They learned how to start farming a bit more rather than just being hunter and gatherers and just
So one civilization you're talking about.
not
the
one,
first
like a
people to farm.
majority of the
No,
civilization.
not a majority of them. Almost none of them did, bro. The ones
No,
that were
there's a-
connected over
let
in
me-
Europe and East Asia,
What time period are we talking about here, and where?
But like natives in North America and South America didn't farm until settlers came over.
Did
Really?
they?
I'm pretty sure.
I think they had.
I don't think
small
they
scale.
did.
I think they had small scale, bro.
At least in North America, they
110%.
followed the buffalo around, bro. That's how they lived.
Yeah,
I
they,
don't know if all tribes would account for that, but maybe a good number of them, a good majority, maybe you would say so.
but you're right. They did. They migrated with buffalo, but I think at the same time that when they sat down, I'm sure they figured out how to produce things like because we had what did we have that grew naturally here, like squash and stuff, and I'm sure that they began some type of agriculture. I'm positive.
Corn,
Settlers, bro.
corn.
Corn was
Maybe
native
they
to
did. I don't know. I'm
America.
gonna look it up.
But besides that, yeah, get some survey and some like data.
Okay, yeah. Whoever's researching, I think Nick.
Hold up.
you're
Yeah,
doing it.
who's on
But-
research team?
Yeah,
Nick?
but we'll continue on. So
Got it.
and also something to like just let us know when you do have the info. But also another thing to add into simulation there too, bro. The fucking wild. Hey, I don't know if you guys took physics, but like the fact that if did you guys ever I guess it's something doesn't really tie into simulation that much, but then the frequencies and vibrations, bro. That shit is wild. The fact that if you could vibrate on the same frequency as something else, you can vibrate that thing or object like it without even touching it.
That's why aliens are so advanced. That's why
That's so
extraterrestrials.
wild, bro.
That's why, bro.
What do
That's
you
why.
mean, dude?
That's why. The
Like okay, so his demonstration of this, tuning forks, right?
Tuning forks, yeah.
Yeah. So he got the tuning forks that both vibrated at the same frequency. And if he vibrated one, right, and he set one aside, and then he brought it close to it, and it started vibrating by itself.
Wait, so
It's the
the same
airwaves.
type of matter, if one vibrated at a certain rate, then the other one would vibrate at the same rate combined? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
No, it has to be at the same frequency.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all wavelength. Or
Yeah.
Sound waves.
Yes.
So you can increase in vibration based on like.
Increasing.
But how do you increase the frequency? How do you?
I guess the faster or slower you fucking vibrate.
But how do you yourself vibrate more, bro? Like, well, how does that work?
I don't know, bro. That's
You lost me. You lost me
Correct.
completely.
Because
By the way.
now I've heard of this, bro. I have heard of people say the reason that like extraterrestrials are like never seen, the reason like they can travel like far distances and stuff, bro, because they've already figured out that. They figured out how to use energy and wavelength, and they don't even need to eat food anymore, bro. It's like the weirdest thing.
Also, fucking going like with simulation theory, like you guys realize that all this shit that we know of as real, right? We're just kind of accepting it for fact, though.
Yeah,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
yeah,
sir?
but like you can also go see that it's fact too.
Yes, you can see, but it's just kind of like we make our own fucking I guess our own
Perception of reality.
Yes, we create our own perception of reality.
Yeah, you can live in a bubble if you want.
Everything, if you think about everything, is factual if the majority of the group accepts
Believes
it's fact. Yeah.
That's why when people didn't believe that the sun went around or the earth went around the sun, they thought the earth was in the center of the universe,
Yeah.
center of the solar system, and everyone believed it was fact until Galileo was like, nah, boys, I got
He got
research.
persecuted. He got fucking like, didn't he go to jail for this shit? He got
Yeah,
executed.
he got persecuted. Because the people that are gonna go against the group knowledge, people are like, no, throw him in jail, kill him. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
and
happened.
that's
Wait, wasn't
wild.
he
It was the
because-
church, bro. It was the
Yeah, it was
Christian
against the
church.
church.
It's always the
yes.
religion. Yo, it's the clash of religion versus Scientology. What?
Save that for that'll be a fucking later
Bro,
episode.
That's why Tato hates simulation, because it goes against religion.
Yes, no, yes, because if you think about it, if
You just
everything
figured
is
this out
simulated,
now.
then what's the
No.
significance of religion?
Exactly.
What's the
But I mean,
significance of porn?
there's some other aspects of like reality you
To make
gotta say,
money,
bro.
bro.
It doesn't make sense to science, bro. Some stories are told that makes no sense to science, dude. I can't say it
Bro,
off the top of my head.
Religion.
Science doesn't know everything. Like science, like we legit are just kind of. There's a reason why things are called theories. You know, it's like
Yeah.
it's like we have a really good, somewhat understanding of it, but we're not 100% sure.
Religion.
So is the whole aspect of a black hole and its principles like a theory in itself, or is it like
It's-
legitimate fact?
I think,
It's a theory, but it is a fact.
yeah,
It's the same level as gravity, right? It's a theory. We don't understand it, but
we
can
can't
observe
see
and
it.
look at
We can't physically see it, but we could see the effects of it.
No, it can, bro. We've taken a picture of a black hole.
Yeah, they took a photo of a black hole. It was
Yeah.
completely blurry, but it's better than nothing.
Yeah. And it looked exactly how they predicted it would look too, which was super cool.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I totally forgot what the fuck this is. But okay, going with science.
We
and
got
sim-
off track, boys. We're on
Oh,
a lot
no,
of
no, no, we are not off track. I guarantee you.
We're
This
on
no, shut the
80
fuck up.
tangents at
Shut the
once.
fuck up. Let me talk, bro. Science and simulation is because the reason they're connected. Because if you think about it, right, simulation, it's kind of like, oh, everything's just kind of it's just programs. But in science, there's this fucking what is it called? Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Schrodinger?
Yeah. So it's something about actually like physically seeing something, and it affects it differently.
Bro,
I-
now, don't talk about someone unless you can't.
Bruh,
He's like, it's
I
something.
know what you're getting
like,
at.
Yes, no, because I'm hoping because Nick is more sciencey. I'm hoping he can, because I completely like
I don't know how this relates though. Like I can explain the experiment, but
because it ties into simulation theory. Because a part of simulation theory is that everything, unless I am looking at it, is fake. Does that make
like
sense?
you
it's
turn
just-
your
it's
back-
programming what you can see.
Yes, like a video
Is that
game.
what you're thinking?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
guess so.
So the
How does
fact that
that-
I'm not
so how
actually
does that
looking at
relate?
this light above me, it could
Yes.
actually be not there if I wasn't
Yes.
Yeah,
seeing it.
Because in science,
I guess
there is I mean, obviously I don't know in depth, but there is something with if you observe like atoms and shit, they will react differently to when you don't observe them.
How
Yeah.
does the atom know you're not looking?
That's
That's the thing. No one
How
fucking
does
No,
the
it's
knows.
atom
actually
not
real.
know? How does the atom not know?
it's actually a true
Hey,
thing.
pull up
It's
the
like
stats.
a real
Pull
thing,
up
and
the,
there's
the
a
stacks.
full.
I need to see this.
Nicholas, no way. This has that.
This is a
It's
thing,
real.
bro.
It's
That's
real.
why I'm like,
Where's the
Have you guys
experiment?
heard of the? Okay, listen. It's called the double light slit experiment, right?
Yes,
Where they
yes,
shoot a
yes.
photon of light through two openings in a wall, right, and
Uh-huh.
see where it ends up on the other side,
Mm.
Okay.
right? And it's random, right? So it's not random. I mean, it's not random, right? It comes in waves, right? So
Okay.
you know when waves collide with each other, they make higher points and lower points
Yes.
as the wave kind of like interacts with each other.
Yes.
Light does the same thing with itself, right? So light goes through both of the openings at the same time, right? And interacts with itself on the other side. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So unless somebody is actually like watching the experiment happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's when the light chooses which of the light slits it's going through.
What the fuck?
This is like
That's the-
100% true.
that's
It's
the
the factual
crazy-
information.
of why simulation theory is so fucking wild.
Wait. What if it's
Like,
caught
we
on
can
camera?
observe
Does
this
that
happening.
does that count? Does that count?
Wait.
What if it's caught on camera?
I
Does that,
don't
like
I don't know, but because I was watching this, I was watching Joe Rogan podcast too. He had astrophysicists on there talking about that, and then he said that
Brian
there is some valid shit. I think even if you have a camera observing it, it's still acting as if we are watching it. What we
Yeah.
see, I guess, what we perceive
What we
at the
see,
moment,
perceive is true,
at the moment.
and we're questioning our own perception of truth.
Yes, because if you think about it like this, right? Okay, if you're right here in California, there's people walking on beaches, right? You know that logically, you know that, but how do you know that's really true if you don't see it?
Damn,
You just gotta
dude.
trust in
Okay,
the process.
That's the thing.
let's
You
go
gotta
back to the
trust
aliens
logic.
here, bro. Let's. I want to
Let's
touch on
flip the
aliens
script.
again.
Let's flip the script real quick. Switch over from this
Okay.
crazy ass tangent we've been on about photons and light and seeing shit for true and perception. Nick's got a little.
Well, okay, yeah. Well, while we wait for him to come back, but if you really think about it, right? So, what if every fucking buddy in this world is our own fucking person, and then what if what we see is fucking what is true? That's the only perception of what is really true. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Yes.
it makes sense, but Ramon's
So-
ego can't take that.
Ramon's ego
can't take that.
cannot take it, bro.
So it's like no, but it's like
Okay.
imagine it like a
Listen.
big video game that that has like a whole bunch of fucking players online, right? But whatever isn't viewed on the screen of all those players is just fucking code,
Yeah.
and that's
Alright.
fucking
I don't
wild.
think you're not
Nick,
gonna understand this.
as you were gonna say, Nick, what were you gonna? We're gonna switch the topic.
Okay, yes. I want to go back to aliens because I was just thinking.
Let's go back
Do you
to
think
aliens.
if we were in a simulation, what is the purpose of the simulation? Do you think the simulation could be they put us in a universe where we are actually by ourselves? There are no other life forms anywhere in the entire universe, and they let us go and see how that plays out. Like,
Fuck
how does
no,
that
dude.
affect our mental?
No, I don't.
You
Think
don't think that's possible?
No, but I think we're one of many. I think we could very well be one of many different.
Bro, what
experiments.
if
Okay, so they
What
put us
if-
in here, right, where there's no one else, and they let us look around for billions of years, and then we finally realize that we are actually alone.
I don't
Right, there's no other lives in the universe. Would you
That'd
not
be
be
a
interested
sad
to
day.
see how that would affect
bro.
the mind?
Okay,
That's
so
sad,
so you know how you talked about that you're one of many, right? So I mean, I don't really understand completely how dimensions work, but what if dimensions are just the experiments and we're one of many of those dimensions and all those dimensions are just simulations?
Dimensions.
Yeah, bro.
Another dimension, bro. Like, have
That's
you
a
heard of
mind
all the
So you can
levels? There are levels to this shit, boys. There
There
are
is, bro.
levels to this shit.
There really is. It's fucking wild. Because-
Easily could be experiment number 37 in dimension 4.
Bro, we could be a fucking game. We could be a
could.
fucking 12-year-old fucking higher dimension form of fucking amusement.
But at that point, they don't have age, so they're not a 12-year-old. They're like infinitely old, bro. Like, they
Yeah, bro.
have
Like
age, obviously. But yeah, I
We're
think
infinitely young, dude.
I think there is a greater being, 100%, and I don't know what it is. You could call it God. I don't mind people calling them God, bro. I think there's a higher being, 110%, bro. There has to be something controlling this madness. There has to be a method to the madness, bro.
oh, and
I think we could easily be a game, or we could be an experiment, and we could be just their way of being like, yo, how could we like create a dope civilization? Because like we've already gotten advanced, so they've advanced so far. They're like, let's see if we can get another group of people to be like us, and they're obviously not people at that point, but
What would
Oh.
you say to the nihilists that
Are they?
believe like nothing really means anything? There is no God. It's just like we're just a bunch of insignificant life forms
bro,
just running through
well,
their time.
and we can be. We will be, you know.
Yeah.
we could.
But
What would you say to that? What would you say to that?
I don't mean
What would I say to
well,
that group of people? I would say, I don't know, think deeper. I don't know.
Think
I
deeper.
don't know.
But
I
they
don't know
have
if
thought deeper about it.
They have thought deeply about it, and they believe nothing is nothing. So
Well,
I don't know what to say to them, bro.
you know, along with the fucking like space shit, right? If you think about it, right? Everything has to come to an end. Everything has an end, correct?
In
Yes,
the
bro.
re-beginning.
Yes.
It's like this water balloon. It will
Yes.
eventually.
Where is the end of space?
Bro, we don't know.
It's
What do you
Yes, no, because
mean?
I asked this question so many fucking times. To,
Infinite.
like,
Okay. Okay,
We're
what was
just
I
we're
gonna say?
just we're
Fuck, I
just
lost my train of thought.
expanding at
yes, yeah, no, no, no.
a
That's the
constant
answer I
rate.
got. That space is just expanding. Is limitless.
And we don't know when it's gonna tear up like itself open to like a whole new like
Yo,
level of space or
Are we in a
whatever. We
wormhole?
do not know.
Wait, is time just a whole? Wait, is time a circle? Is it just a circle? Have you heard of like the circle theory? Like we're here, and as time progresses, we make a circle, and we're back at square one, and we
I
keep.
mean, that could
Heard of
basically
that?
be how history repeats.
That's history repeating itself. Like, have you
Yeah.
heard of that circle theory? And time is a circle, and it's warped.
Oh,
It keeps going in on itself.
yeah, be going in on that too, because it's like another example is that fucking, if you think about ancient civilizations, right? They get so advanced, or they get advanced, right? And then they get wiped out. And then we come, like, in more civilizations are being born out of that. And then we have no fucking clue what the fuck these people learned. And we're just rediscovering.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird, bro. You're right. That we
The worst part
discover-
is those previous civilizations don't learn from or don't even learn a jack thing about the previous ones. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because they never had the
No,
technology.
I think we do
like
though.
how-
I think we do.
No,
We,
I'm not talking
no.
about us. I'm talking about the ones previous before us. For example, maybe the Romans didn't learn enough about the Egyptians. Maybe the Egyptians didn't learn just enough about Mesopotamia.
Maybe
All that shit.
maybe they do know, and we just don't know that they knew.
Exactly.
Yeah,
bro. That's the
but that's the
fucked
thing.
part.
Where everything is just, it's kind of like we're just thinking that, like, we're interpreting it, right? But we could be fucking wrong. We don't fucking know.
Easily, bro. Easily. So
That's the thing.
let's talk. I like Nick's idea of going back to aliens. Yo, but like extraterrestrials, how do you think they advanced? Or if there's an advanced species, how do you think they did that?
They got
Fine.
rid of their level of stupid ignorance and they
Got rid
just
of
accepted
ignorance.
like, bro. They just accepted like, bro, we're just a bunch of simple beings. Let's just, live simple lives and just build up from that. Why make things so difficult? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think that
so.
that's goes along with like the collective, right? If they are more of a collective, then do you think they could like be more? They can break out of the cycle of what we keep on doing.
Yeah, if they accept like is what is our differences that make us, better or worse than one another. Like for example, a black person can absorb more sunlight than a white person, but a white person has lived through way more worse situations like winter, famine, drought, all that type of shit than an African person. I don't know what the fuck am I even saying. I'm
But at the
sorry.
At the same
I'm
time,
sorry.
but
race is a concept that we make.
yes, but do you guys think that if for us to, I guess, advance, do you guys think that it'd be more of us changing physically to be the same, so there is no fucking like judgment, right? Or do you think it's gonna be like we're gonna stay how we are and our mentality will just change?
I think it just happens with time. I think.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So
It also could come crashing down with time too. Have you guys heard of
It
the
could.
Great Filter?
the great what?
The Great
Yes,
Filter.
dude.
What's
yes,
that?
It's
dude.
basically because the universe is 13.8 billion years old or something like that, right? So they're like, why aren't there any super advanced civilizations out there?
Yeah.
Right? Because if they were that advanced, we would be able to see them pretty easily, right? They would be flying around everywhere, but they aren't, right? So they're thinking that there's some point at which a civilization reaches that where it destroys itself every time.
You
Right, so
think? I don't.
At
think
first,
so,
they were
bro.
thinking that it's like a nuclear holocaust, right? So when we started building all these nuclear weapons, they were thinking, oh, this could be it, where once a civilization reaches this point, they just end up blowing themselves up and dying out,
I don't think so.
right? That's why no one's past that point. But then we passed that point, so now they're thinking, oh, in the future, we're gonna have some other technology that's gonna dump us out.
I think the mindset of every species is different. What are we? Homo sapien, right?
Homo
I think.
sapiens, yeah.
What if we talk to Homo erectus? Maybe they knew more than we. Okay, we
What if we
smarter. We are smarter. We're more intelligent beings. But like, what if they actually like knew like? Wait, did something in evolution go wrong? Where you think evolution like, not wrong, but like maybe we went on a different path. Say Homo erectus. Say Homo erectus or Homo sapien killed Homo erectus, correct?
No, no, no,
Homo-
no,
the
no.
Neanderthal.
We came from Homo
no.
erectus with other human species such as
Homo sapien.
Neanderthals and all that.
But the Homo sapien species killed the other species, did
Human
it not?
species,
Like
correct?
Neanderthal.
Yes.
Because I'm pretty
I
sure
think it
Homo
was like
sapien
disease.
was it disease that's wiped
think
out
it
other
was.
ones? Okay. Well, I
Right.
know Neanderthal is like some people, different people that are alive today
Yeah.
have more genetic code from a Neanderthal. I think honestly, I think it's people from like the north of Europe. It's like apparently
Yep.
Europe was like where Neanderthal people lived, and they like some died out, some of them survived. They intermingled, bro. Humans, Homo erectus, and Homo sapien, and like Homo whatever, bro. With all of those species, they all intermingled. But like, I'm on a wild ass tangent. Okay, what if one of those species became superior as to what we are now, but a different one, right? Neanderthal became superior. And what if they were able to advance quicker than we are?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
what if they had a different mindset? Because they might have had a different mindset than us, bro. What keeps us going, what ticks our mental, what keeps our human a species going might be different from what a different species had. And think about like if they could
I think the turning point scientifically was that we were eating cooked meat.
cooked meat,
Yeah.
Yeah, that we were
Yeah,
able
fire.
to cook our meat.
The
because we built
controlled fire.
Yeah.
we made fire. Yeah, yeah.
Because once we did that, then our brains were being more complex and we could actually think more and we can yeah, we just use our heads.
Reflect. Yeah,
That
yeah.
was done in South Africa, right? Where they found the
When,
first
when
fire.
were you in South Africa?
No, 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 no. I was never in
No.
South Africa, but they found the first evidence of a fire, like
South
us
Africa?
using a controlled fire in South Africa.
How many millions of
How?
years or how many thousand years back
I don't know.
do they think?
Dude, wait.
some
How do
ca-
you find evidence of the first fire? How does that even
I
make
guess
sense?
Bro, I don't know. I don't
probably
know.
It has to be
charcoal,
preserved.
ash. Yeah.
It has to be preserved. You know, like good preserving are like honey and like oil and stuff. It can get like you can get something caught in a
Yeah.
material in a
Drink
substance.
Spark, bro. Amber. Mosquito
Amber.
got fucking amber.
Amber. That's a substance. So a piece of charcoal or a fire or something could have got not fire, obviously a flame, not, but like evidence of there's a chemical reaction when something burns. You know,
Yeah.
there's a chemical reaction. So they probably found the chemical of the burnt compound of wood or something
Yeah.
from
Probably.
thousands of years back. But what I was saying earlier, like, what if a different species became the dominant species on planet Earth and we advance quicker than like what Homo sapien is?
What if that's the other simulation? That's
What if
part
that's
of
the
the
other
other
sim, bro?
simulation.
What
Yeah.
if what if like, bro, it's just crazy. Do y'all believe in aliens though? I do, bro. I think
It's-
they're
Yeah,
so
bro.
advanced. I think they're so advanced. The reason we can't see them, they don't want to be seen, bro. They don't want like they're never gonna be seen. It's not because they don't want to, it's because they can. They cannot be seen because they can. They have the ability to not be seen, and that's just normal. Like they
But
could
they choose not to be seen. They choose
they
not to
could
be
they
seen.
could be at any place on Earth, but then they'll just disappear, bro. Like they're
Or
not.
they don't even need to choose. Like think about I wasn't the one who said this. This is a quote from someone else. But like think about you're a tribe of monkey, right, in the jungle, and you come across some other tribe of monkey, right? And you try and like communicate with them, but nothing really happens. But like you have absolutely no idea about the 747 that's flying 30,000 feet above your head, going the speed of sound, basically, right? You
Yeah,
have
that's
absolutely
really
no
weird.
concept of that technology, right?
Yeah, because if we really think about it, anything that we assume as normal, right, is sciencey, it could just be alien fucking technology right there, but we just can't understand it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Oh,
Mhm.
like the light thing could be alien technology. When you look at something, it's different. That could be alien tech. There's
All
no-
right, boys. Let's
anything,
wrap it
Maybe.
up.
anything,
Let's wrap it
anything
up.
that we don't know how to describe is alien tech.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
very true.
it's like Elon Musk of the extraterrestrials, bro. Anyways,
Research.
y'all. Anyways, all right, we are gonna wrap this one up. Hopefully, you got something out of this one. I think we'll come back to this topic at another time when we can have a more
With Ramon.
structured with Ramon. I think we'll have a more structured conversation next time around that we speak upon aliens, UFOs, extraterrestrials, and the sim, bro. Like the Matrix. I think it's just it's a massive topic, extremely metaphysical, and it does not do justice to speak on this for 50 to 60 minutes. So we'll have another episode at another point in Immigrant Fools journey, and we appreciate all for listening. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, check us out on Spotify. Follow us. Subscribe to the podcast on YouTube. Foolcast, the Immigrant Fools podcast on all platforms. Y'all can see us there. Deuces.